Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn Clairvoyant and I want to welcome you to my channel. Hello everyone, and I'm welcoming you to your September Tarotscopes. But before I start, I wanted to go through a few things that have been changing. Of course, if you've been checking into my website, you may have noticed it's had a bit of a facelift, which is quite beautiful. However, if you've got your old links in there, you may need to update them so that you're able to get my current links, because that was also changed. I do have a few special announcements, so if you've been following my travels and trying to book in with me, you may be seeing that my events calendar has been quite full. I'm down in Ballarat or around the Melbourne area at the moment. I'm going to be here for approximately about another month. Then I head over to around about Geelong. So this is your chance to connect with me if you want to have a face-to-face reading. Of course, I'm going to be back in Bathurst, New South Wales around about the 7th of November for private face-to-face readings, and also in Mudgee around about the 30th of November and the 1st of December. And you can check out all of this via my carolynclairvoyant.com website, or if you're on Facebook, of course, look me up under Carolyn Clairvoyant. I've made a bit of a change this month. I've decided to give you a little bit of a glimpse into how I work with the tarot. You may be finding that it's quite different, and others may be finding it's quite a stimulus. It's really fantastic for those that are learning tarot as well. You can understand the interpretations through somebody else's feelings or assumptions or training as well. So don't forget, if you also would like to learn tarot, you should check out my website. I also do teach, and I've released my own book and deck, which you will see me using my deck throughout this reading as well. Well, I thank you everybody. I hope you've really enjoyed connecting with me, and I look forward to many months ahead, if not many more years ahead, for us to all join together. So right now, just enjoy your monthly Tarotscopes. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your Tarotscopes, of course. Let's take a look at what does September hold for you. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to cover the 5 aspects of your life. We're going to talk about the home and the family, or where you are within yourself right now. We're also going to talk about your career goals and aspirations, your finance, health and well-being, and of course your relationship areas that are sitting around you at the moment. So the first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family, you've actually got the King of Pentacles sitting here. Now the King of Pentacles is all about you being able to look at advantageous changes you would like to put into place. You're speculating on this. You're really taking a chance that if I do this now, it's going to pay off. And that gamble can pay off. But be very, very careful that you're not wasting too much time and energy on projects or areas that are so time consuming or financially draining that you're not going to come out of this the winner. So there is a little bit of a flip side to this. Yes, the gamble could pay off, but yes, you could end up with it costing you more than what you realize. Now this is especially for those that are going through selling or moving or making changes in the home, shuffling around your financial areas. If you're purchasing, then that's the same thing. Once again, you could buy something, or you could move into something, or you could be making changes, but you need to know that what the long-term result for this is going to be, because it could cost you a little bit more. The gamble might be great, might be a great bargain, but it's whether or not it's going to be worthwhile in the long run will come down to a lot of your forethought and planning. Of course, with your career goals and aspirations, now you're doing a lot of sorting out at the moment with what you want, and you should be finding that the final pieces of those puzzles should be coming together. The Two of Pentacles in reverse tells you it's all in place. The only thing that's going on here is just the repetitiveness. That means that you might be finding yourself, juggling still 2 jobs. You might be finding yourself doing this on where you're juggling 2 roles. You may be finding finding yourself still working and studying or still looking at ways in which you can get ahead. Therefore, this is still going to continue during this period of time, but you should have all the pieces of the puzzle together. So at least you should be knowing where you're heading and what the outcome or expected outcomes can be. For those that are looking for work or heading back into study, this next 2 years is going to be very significant for you. So look at traineeships, look at good contracts and agreements. Look at this being a second stage interview that gets you a little closer to the door to be able to put your foot forward. This is about you finally putting everything into perspective for you so that you can actually start seeing yourself make some headway. Financially, you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse tells you that there could be sudden, unexpected expenses sitting around the home. You may be finding that there may be little losses going on. There may be you're spending money on trips. It's costing you a little bit more than what you expect. This is a challenging time, and because of this, you may be finding yourself looking at ways in which you can recoup that money, or perhaps you're looking at ways in which you can bring in a more stable time. Now, of course, if this is going with selling of the house or purchasing or whatever, you're seeing here the finances are being spent. The Ten of Pentacles is the home. It is commitments. It's family. It's all these responsibilities. And when they are in reverse, it tells there's a lessening of this. Means that there may not be those same responsibilities, but it still could be costing you a little bit of money in the meantime. Therefore, Spirit just says, be very wise, be very diligent on what you are doing. You may encounter a few setbacks on that financial fronts over this month. Of course, with your health and your well-being, we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ten of Swords in reverse has a lot to do with the back, the spine, in and around those areas, okay? The reason that I'm saying this is because in an upright, it usually tells you that there are spinal issues, okay, or there's problems that you don't know about and you need to support systems. But the back and the spine could be part of this issue. You may need to go through a clearing out. I'm going to give this card to the 10th house, which is the house of Capricorn. And I'm going to say the bones, the teeth also could be an issue here. You may be just finding that clearly you are seeing things that you need to put back into your diet or look at a lot more strongly in which to support your system. But I just kind of get the words all clear. This will be good for those that are going through surgeries or possibly any other diagnosis. You might be finding it's a clear run, from now through to October for you. Of course, with your relationship areas, we've got a few unexpected developments here. Now, whether these are dramas or not, we don't know, but we do know that they are a surprise. So therefore, if I knew what they were, there wouldn't be a surprise. So what you're going to find here is that you may be finding you're looking at situations completely different to what you have actually perceived. You may be finding someone makes a surprise declaration. Perhaps you're discovering something about your partner or a close loved one that you have not really realized in the past. And like I said, it could change the whole course of the relationship in some way. And it may be something that is quite positive. It might be something that needs healing. It may be that you're just coming to a point that you're quite surprised that you're actually even having that thought pattern in the first place. Now, for those that are single and looking, of course, this is about putting things on your best foot. This is about looking at situations in your life, seeing where you have taken a different approach to love and romance. Perhaps you may find yourself ready, especially if you've just gone through a period of time in which you have been quite single. And for others, you might be finding that perhaps that single life is about to change quite quickly. Whatever is happening here, Spirit says you're going to be surprised by this. You're not going to really see it coming, but when it does arrive, it could be something that really makes you reassess a lot about your relationship dynamics. Now, of course, Spirit has brought out the card for you, and this is the one that dropped out, and Spirit's message for you is about love and support. So this is going to be quite an amazing month for you. Even though you're making quite a lot of changes. You may be finding yourself very much supported by people and circumstances. You might be finding that this is a very passionate time in your month to make some marvelous changes in your lifestyles. Like I said, you've got surprises around that relationship area, so you might be finding that you're quite surprised through unexpected developments to do with love and romance. Whatever it is, it's showing here that you've got a clear understanding of what you need, but you've also got a lot of love and support to make this possible. I thank you so much for your beautiful time and energy, and I hope that you have enjoyed your September Tarotscope.